Ian Narev, thank you for your time. Are you still the right person to lead the bank?
I believe that I am. I've got a lot of energy to bring not only to the challenges immediately relating to the AUSTRAC claim, but also the other challenges and opportunities that we have, and I'm very committed to it, and the board has the same view.
How do you go about addressing AUSTRAC's allegations?
The starting point is to take them very seriously. We know our responsibility to work with AUSTRAC and the Federal Police on stopping crime. We've said we've made mistakes here. We'll work our way through the specifics of the claim, but the starting point has to be we take these seriously, we take the partnership seriously, we've made mistakes, we need to respond accordingly.
Does it warrant an independent external investigation?
What you've got here is a very disciplined and very rigorous regulator asking for all sorts of information, us providing that information that's already in the substance of their claim. So you can see here that the whole nature of this claim arises from a very diligent third party, in this case a regulator, asking for information, getting it, and forming views.
Does the board and management, though, need to take greater accountability? And I ask that because, sure, there's been a cut to remuneration, but isn't that at least the minimum? Because 49% of shareholders voted against the remuneration report last year.
The board has mentioned today that it's going to set up a subcommittee of 4 directors who are going to oversee all the work we're doing in this area, including looking to see whether there's any further accountability that needs to come from the action. Now, I think the board has been very impressively put its hand up and says we've got to share responsibility for the reputation and taking those attitudes. As far as management's concerned, there's more work that's going to be done, and if more accountability needs to be taken, it will be taken.
Given the bad financial advice over the past few years, overcharging issues, the issues around life insurance and delays in dealing with these, how serious are the issues of poor compliance and culture at the bank?
We've got work to do, and I am very confident in the culture of the bank. We spend a lot of time at board level and executive level testing that, often testing it independently. I think the vast majority of our people are proud to be here, customer focused, risk focused, want to do the right thing. We've also got to understand that when we're an institution as important to Australia as the Commonwealth Bank, mostly good isn't good enough, so we have got a lot of work to do and we're up for it.
So how do you repair the bank's reputation?
We have to understand that first we've got to make sure that we are safe and we do everything that AUSTRAC and other regulators expect of us, and we've just got to make sure that we build that trust and communicate. Often in these situations you hear executives saying it's before the courts, I can't comment. I'm here fronting, talking to the media about this not only on our results announcement but earlier, because we know we've got an obligation to build trust by being transparent and by talking.
The AUSTRAC issue took away from the bank levy. What's the latest with that and how will it impact your bottom line?
We, during our results announcement today, said that the impact of the bank levy is going to be just above $250 million a year, so it's a big amount, given that in the financial year we've just finished we paid $3.9 billion in tax already, and we're Australia's largest taxpayer. I think that's the cost of 260 schools. So we were here saying we're already Australia's largest taxpayer, yet we're going to be asked to pay another $250 million effectively in tax.
So a record profit for the year. What's the operating environment like?
We think the economy through the lens of the bank is actually going quite well. What we do know is that there are families who have ongoing concerns about the cost of living, about job security and about wage growth, and what we have to do is make sure there's good energy in the economy, good business investment, businesses and policymakers working together so that the underlying strength of the economy can actually flow into a better feeling of well-being for all of Australia's families.
So just finally, over the past year, what kind of initiatives do you have for, say, migrants, both internally and externally?
We are very fortunate. We've got a very large market share of migrants, and we take the opportunities with migrants as a wonderful opportunity, not just for Australia but for the Commonwealth Bank. As part of that, we've realised our own diversity in the organisation isn't strong enough. So there's been a big focus building on work we've done on gender equality, on sexual identity in the organisation. We've got a really big push internally on building the cultural, the ethnic diversity in the Commonwealth Bank with very good results. There's a lot more work to do, but we've got a lot of attention on it and we're feeling very encouraged by what we're seeing.
Okay, Ian Narev, thank you for your time.